of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Well, as the saying goes, gotta give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
I think it's a really admirable goal to be a truly fearsome home team. Not just because it intimidates your opponents, but because it shows MP's commitment to delivering for these fans. He knows they're here to see their team win big, and so that's what he wants to deliver for them night after night inside this arena.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Jalen Green. Dylan Brooks is out there with Williams. And it's done in at the 4 slot. And a lot of happy fans here tonight. Everyone in attendance was treated to an MP bobblehead upon entering the building.
Well, you know, I've had a few bobblehead nights of my own. You have to give credit to whoever designs these things. They do a great job, and the one for MP is no exception.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
I asked MP how they'd be approaching home games this season, and he said, I told my guys, we have to do better this year, period. When the game is in our house, we owe it to our fans to win it. Guys, I can get the feeling this isn't going to be an easy stop on the road for anyone.
Nope, and MP always working for the people, Allie. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Green. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebound by the Kings. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
And Williams punches it home.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, it's smart that MP didn't settle for a layup. This young man hammered it down with confidence.
And he makes it. Ball's got 10 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker no good. And it's the Kings ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Clifford. And here's Porter. From outside the arc. Nails it from 3. Porter's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I just love the ball movement.
Suns trail by 12. Brooks outside. Here's Dunn. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Kings have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Levine passes to Hall. On the wing, Porter. For 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns, came out with a victory.
Yeah, last time out, they barely captured a win against this team, and it came down to some key turnovers.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
Murray's checked in for Sacramento. Carter comes in for Levine. Pass to O'Neal, to the inside. Here's Fleming. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk.
Substituting on the court.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Clifford. Back to MP. This one for 3. On target from range. Hall's got 15 points.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Grayson Allen, also Devin Booker out there. Malawach out there with Jalen Green. And it's Fleming in at the four-man position. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the 76ers played really superb basketball. He picked up 54 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And Phoenix has possession. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. And here's Green from the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Inside. And the basket by Malawach. Malawach has got 4 points this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Down low. Here's MP. To the middle. Here's Murray. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Fleming. MP with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block. MP saying no, no.
Murray passes to MP. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Fleming. Good D by Murray.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And Levine gets it to go on the assist by MP. Levine's gotten his second bucket.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Booker. And no good. The dry spell continues. Pass to Clifford. The 3 is up. And it's Zach LaVine with the 3. LaVine's got 7.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they throw down crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Sacramento Kings.
When you can shoot...
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
Kevin Porter is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's MP. And it's Clifford in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Here's Dunn. Off target with the 3.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Sacramento passing it around. Porter finds MP. Pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. And here's Porter. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. 12 points for him.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
It's stolen by MP. That one falls. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Grayson Allen, Malawach out there with Jalen Green, and it's Iguodala in at the power forward. Carter on the wing. Uses the glass on the layup.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Yeah, good work by MP noticing when someone else has a superior opportunity to score.
That one goes. Count it.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
And MP throws it down.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And to the sidelines we go. Let's catch you up on the story about Malik Monk. What's the situation, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a report from the Sacramento head athletic trainer. It appears to be a calf strain, and that's something they have to be careful with. It's an easy injury to exacerbate. This is going to be a long-term issue and a lengthy recovery process. Unfortunately, they expect him to miss a significant amount of time. Not the news they were hoping for, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
So the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Fires the 3, and another Sacramento 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Sacramento has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And here's MP from outside. Sinks it from distance. MP. He's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Up next, and the NBA starting break to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
Yeah, MP is determined to give anyone who steps on his court a fight. He's really trying to create an environment where this becomes a must-win game for their opponents, wanting those teams to treat this game like it's a must-win.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot.
Brown is such a reliable three-point shooter, but he also does a little bit of everything else at a very high level. He's a well-rounded, old-school guard.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. You know, guys, we have to point out that tonight is Dunks for Dollars here, a great charity event that this team has set up to benefit local dog rescue.
It's great to see the team reach out to the local shelters and help out dog rescue. It's a great benefit to a great organization, and I'm sure there are a lot of dog owners out there who feel the same.
One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
Here's Hall, following the basket by Jokic, and that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Murray outside. Here's Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a chance he typically converts.
Pass to Levine. Now Hunter. He's covered by Watson. And here's MP for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Hall's got 8 points.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He finished with 67 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Hachimura, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Jamal Murray. Kicks it out to MP. Porter passes to MP. From outside the arc. And there's Hunter on the assist by MP. Hunter's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Hachimura. In the corner, it's Oubre to end the run. Drills it from outside.
What a response by Oubre. Just coming down and sniping that three.
Back to MP. Sacramento moving it around. Back to Levine. Lets it go with a three. And the Kings another three.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And the foul called on MP. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Kelly Oubre. Johnson is out there with Murray. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Carter against Hachimura. In the corner, it's Hunter. Outside, Porter. Back to MP. 4 on the shot clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Lets the three fly, and that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 7 points.
Late in the clock, Porter Jr. is an excellent option. Kevin can make things happen.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Carter up top. Pass to Hall. Back to Carter. MP outside. Back to Porter. For Murray. Porter, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Levine's checked in for Sacramento. Denver also making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Hachimura. Peyton Watson comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Christian Brown subbed in for Cameron Johnson.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Sacramento. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Outside Gordon to the left wing. Brown wide open. No good on the 3. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
Look at the quickness from Levine. Saw the defender closing in and still got the shot away.
Watson, the pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. The open shot, Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Yep, it counts. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Murray for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. Just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. MP dishes to Levine, and stolen by Gordon. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Kicks it out to MP. It's Porter outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Porter's got 10 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Sacramento running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint. Oh, that joke was...
New topic. Fellas, that'll do it for our show tonight.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Porter is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's MP in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Wide open look here for Murray from outside off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. 3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball. Back to you, Kevin.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Back to Porter. MP outside. Just 5 on the clock. For three, Hunter. Another three for Sacramento.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
And here's MP for three. It's hauled in by Watson. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Lob pass to Gordon. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Brown. .144 left in the third quarter of the game. Jokic with the bucket.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Now Murray. 8 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Driving the lane. Three-pointer. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 11.
We've seen Murray shoot it at over a 40% clip for a season. To me, I think that's a sign of a really good shooter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Brown. There's a screen by Murray. Unloads. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another three for Denver.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Here's MP. And it's Denver with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
No surprise, Jokic is having a great night. I mean, he is a walking three-level bucket.
A three from MP. Good. Another from three.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Well, it's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard. Here's Jokic, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been And we reach the fourth. Checked in for Sacramento. Murray kicks to Hachimura. And again, Denver no good. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Rui Hachimura out there with Jokic. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Oubre in the small forward position. Murray the pass to Jokic. Now Hachimura. And it's good, 2 points.
He loves to attack from the inside. This is Hachimura's comfort zone, no doubt.
Pass to MP with the drive, and MP throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oubre looking comfortable and confident from the corner there.
And the dunk by MP.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the dunk by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Carter dishes to MP. And MP throws it down.
Boy, I like how quickly he bounced past there.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And one thing we've been keeping track of here, MP's not in my house declaration. He wants them to be the best home team in this league.
And you can tell MP and his team take a lot of pride protecting home court. They have been playing absolutely great here. And I'll tell you guys what, the fans love this team. They get extra loud for them.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Tyson in at the three. Small forward. It's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Levine passes to Hall. Outside for Levine. Sacramento passing it around. Carter on the wing. Pass to Sabonis. 3 on the clock. Here's Hunter. From deep three-point range. Ooh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Since entering the league, Doris, Evan Mobley has been a defensive stalwart.
B.A., Evan is the ultimate chess piece for a head coach. He's cross-positional, meaning he can basically guard 1 through 5. Elite at rim protection. If he gets cross-matched on a switch on the perimeter, he can get down in a stance and stay in front of a guard. What can't he do on the defensive end?
Buries it from 3. Hunter's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. Gets another look. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Carter from outside. Cavaliers with a rebound. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Really left him alone that time.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
MP outside. Sabonis outside. Pass to Levine. Back to MP. Carter on the wing. Three-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Harden can't hit.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Sabonis, the pass to MP. Pass to Carter. Launches a 3. And another Sacramento 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at Cleveland, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Kings, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed, and they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Pass to Merrill. And here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, you love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
Murray for three, drops in the three.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Pirtle. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
One of the most underrated scorers in the NBA. Tobias Harris is a...
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Harden from outside. And it's MP with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Murray out there with MP. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Sabonis. Still without a bucket. MP finds Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell against Hunter. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland leading by 5. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He dropped 56 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
1:33 left in the second period. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Here's Harden, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
His scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
LaVine finds MP. Sacramento passing it around. Outside Murray. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Hunter. From downtown. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Hunter's got 8.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Picked by Pirtle. Back to Harden. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
James Harden understands answering a 3 with your own 3 negates any momentum of your opponent.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The triple goes for LaVine.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Left side, Harden. It's stolen by MP. And there's Hunter on the assist by MP. And now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Sacramento on top, leading by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And guys, which of these matchups are you excited about here?
Me and Kenny in a race to the board. I don't know.
Let's switch back to the Sacramento Kings dealing with a thin margin at the half.
If you can make threes with consistency.
That does it for halftime. Let's get
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what we're seeing from Keegan Murray.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's gonna have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
On the court right now for Cleveland. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. James Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three. Man, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Here's Mitchell following the score by Sacramento. And there it is for him.
Donovan Mitchell is the master in a two-man game. Give him options, and he's going to pick the right one.
A deep three from MP. And the Kings with another three.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Mobley. Inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, this guy has got tremendous length and hops. Jared Allen makes it easy.
Outside Levine. From deep, MP. And the Kings with another three. And that last big cheer, not only for the score, but more importantly, for free tacos for everyone. Taco Tuesday is in full effect.
And if you don't like tacos, that is a huge problem. Fans rightfully get excited at the prospect of free tacos, and there's no greater joy in an arena than when your team cashes in on Taco Tuesday.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Cavaliers have Twin Towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Mitchell. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Hunter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the three. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Sacramento leading by 11. Levine passes to Carter. Down low. Here's Hall. Down low. MP drops it in.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
And Cleveland has possession. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. That'll be the last leg of a 6-game road trip for the club. To the inside, Sabonis, the pass to MP. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. MP's got 17.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint. Nice drive right there.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Let's see some of the numbers here for MP.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
Now here's Carter. He's got 6. Levine finds MP. The three ball. Sinks it from distance. Hall's got 20 points.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Stolen by MP. And they're running. Levine gets the bucket. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Mitchell. averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Carter, the pass to Hall. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
That shot missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Takes a three. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that...
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely...
Making a change here. MP's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mitchell's checked in. To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
MP is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Barnes. Then it's Murray. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Here's Hall. And another basket for Sacramento.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Barnes passes to Hall. That one's good, and it's Barnes with the assist. And that's now 33 points for MP.